I'm going to throw one in here and we'll wrap it up on this question, I guess, and it's somewhere that Russell took us at the beginning, which is that auto-consolidation or opt-in or opt-out consolidation, whatever you want to call it, is a complex message to get to members, and I think the member education piece is the big challenge for funds, and I do wonder whether the funds as they stand are really, or all the funds are capable of conveying that message in an easily understood way that says to their members, this is a change, it's coming, you're going to have to think about it, you're going to be asked to make a decision, and you'll need to know the basis for that decision. So I guess, and I'll start with Anthony on this one because he is running a fund. What is NGS Super going to do in terms of communicating to its members the need to think about the question if and when it's asked?
A separate communication, not something buried in annual reports or any other sort of stuff. The truth of the matter is that probably 10 to 20% of members will actually read what you send them. The interesting thing is that it's obvious to us as we've launched the program, and I'm going to trivialise this, but to make a point, they're more likely to open and read a birthday card that we send them on milestone birthdays than they will actually read something that's relevant to their retirement savings and wealth creation. It's sad but true. So, in a very real sense, to ask people to opt out actively is to expect them to get more, to expect to get more than a 10 or 20% response is the best we're going to get. Now, we can do everything that we need to do in terms of separate communication, electronic communication, written communication, social media, and the whole range of other communication strategies that NGS and other funds are now engaged in. But I'd be very, very surprised if we get more than a 20% uptake or response from this initiative. Yeah. And it will therefore be a compulsory thing, and people will then wake up later and say, oh, well, you've done it to me. And the numbers of people that we get complaining to us when we IRF them is quite surprising. Right? And we're IRFing them in their own best interest. We've got an active IRFing policy in NGS. That we will get members coming back to say, you've transferred my money to an eligible rollover fund, don't like it, can I get it back out of there, please? I'm quite happy with my $150 at NGS Super. Bizarre but true.
I think Anthony is absolutely right. I come back to my point of we need to know and understand our members. If I could use a teaching analogy, imagine putting a teacher from one of Anthony's schools in a classroom of kids, and the teacher not knowing whether they speak English, what their level of education is, what their background is, and expecting the teacher to be able to teach all of them a complex subject, ungraded and everything else that goes with it. And that's in fact what we're doing with the members of super funds. We're sending out a message, not really understanding them enough, and I think I know Anthony with his fund, NGS Super, is doing, and I'm sure others are too, is starting to look deeper at the membership and look further than just name, address and date of birth. And I think we've got to put more work into understanding the members so that we can more effectively communicate with them.
Peter, administrators get to carry the heavy load on things like this. I mean, the member communication is kind of your bread and butter. How hard is it going to be to convey that message?
I mean, I think Anthony's point's the most relevant one. It doesn't matter how good the message is, if people don't read it, we can spend hours and months designing communication programs. If people don't read it, we're not going to have any impact. And we are talking here about unengaged members. That's the issue. Look, I think we should. I think we've got to have a go at being creative. I know that, for example, mobile telephone numbers is probably the most successful way of tracking people down. It's the most reliable thing that we've got, and so there's a whole new wave of communications through smartphones, which is an opportunity to try and re-engage the unengaged, and just a simple SMS saying you're going to be your fund's going to be merged and you're going to lose your insurance. 2 lines. You got a better chance that way than mass communication and fancy documents and whatever. Just get to the point. Tell people what the point is. The point is you got 20,000 insurance, it's going to be consolidated, you're going to lose it, and make sure that that people then just go, oh, okay, I better do something, and I think that's the modern age. It's just we've got to try new ways of getting to the unengaged.